Have you ever stumbled upon a story in the Bible that feels more like a primetime drama? That's exactly what we're diving into today with Genesis 38, an intense Middle Eastern saga of family, betrayal, and unexpected redemption. Our story unfolds in the sun-baked landscapes of ancient Canaan. Picture it: olive groves, mud brick homes, and a vast, open sky. This is the world of Judah, one of Jacob's 12 sons. By now, Judah is in his late 30s or early 40s. He's a man of Semitic descent, with olive-toned skin weathered by the desert sun, a dark, curly beard, and the deep-set eyes of his Hebrew heritage. In a surprising move, he leaves his nomadic family and settles among the Canaanites in a town called Adullam. There he marries a local Canaanite woman, whose bronze complexion and almond-shaped eyes are characteristic of the region's people. Together they have 3 sons, Onan, and Shelah. When their eldest son, comes of age at about 18, he marries a young Canaanite woman named Tamar. She's only 15 or 16, with rich brown skin and expressive dark eyes, embodying the resilience of her people. But their life together is tragically short. The Bible tells us was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and God put him to death, leaving Tamar a childless widow. This is where a crucial cultural practice comes into play: levirate marriage. To preserve the family line, Judah instructs his second son, Onan, to marry Tamar and provide an heir for his deceased brother. Onan agrees to the marriage but selfishly refuses to fulfill his duty. His defiance also incurs God's judgment, and he too dies, plunging Judah deeper into grief and fear. Now Judah is left with only one son, his youngest, Shelah. Hesitant to risk another loss, he makes a promise he doesn't intend to keep. He tells Tamar to return to her father's house and wait until Shelah is old enough to marry. So Tamar, veiled in mourning, goes home. Years pass under the scorching Canaanite sun. Tamar is now a young woman of 18 or 19. She realizes that Judah has no intention of giving her to Shelah. She sees that her future, her lineage, and her place in society are all being denied. So she decides to take matters into her own hands. Learning that her father-in-law Judah, now a widower, will be traveling to a nearby town for a sheep-shearing festival, Tamar devises a daring plan. She disguises herself, covering her face with a veil like a temple prostitute, and waits for him along the road. Judah, not recognizing his own daughter-in-law, propositions her. When he asks what he can give her as a pledge until he can send payment, she makes a very specific request: his seal, his cord, and his staff. These were not just random objects, they were his personal identifiers, like a modern-day signature and ID card rolled into one. Unsuspecting, Judah agrees and leaves his most valuable possessions with her. 3 months later, news reaches Judah. Tamar, your daughter-in-law, has been unfaithful, and besides, she is pregnant. Filled with righteous indignation, Judah, exercising his authority as the family patriarch, condemns her to death. But as Tamar is brought out to face her sentence, she presents the items she secured. She sends a message to Judah, saying, "I am pregnant by the man to whom these belong. Please identify whose seal, cord, and staff these are." The moment Judah sees them, the truth hits him like a lightning bolt. In front of the entire community, his anger turns to humility. He publicly declares, "She is more righteous than I, since I did not give her to my son Shelah." He recognizes his own failure and her desperate yet justified actions to secure her rightful lineage. Tamar gives birth to twin boys, Perez and Zerah. And here's the most incredible part of the story. Through the line of Perez, Tamar the Canaanite woman becomes an ancestor of King David, and ultimately, an ancestor of Jesus Christ himself. This raw, complicated Middle Eastern tale shows us that God's sovereign plan can unfold through even the most flawed human situations. It's a powerful reminder that God's grace transcends our failures, our cultures, and our sins, to accomplish His divine purpose. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Genesis 38. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the Bible. Keep reading the Bible, keep questioning, and may you be blessed.